What's up, music family? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Jordan Dwayne. My bad, man. It's been a crazy month, bro. I'm actually on tour right now. So by the time you see this, I might not be no more, but I am on tour. I'm an artist. I do my own music thing. So making this video for everybody out there. Y'all follow the series. Y'all follow the channel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always dropping new beats and stuff like that, but I'm dropping a lot of information for artists who independent, doing their thing, really trying to thrive. So with this video is actually going to be about building a loyal fan base and everything like that. So we're not going to waste no time. We're going to directly get into it. If you want to know who I am, Google me, YouTube me, look it up. It's official. I'm official. You know, I'm coming with the facts. I give everything to y'all for free, bro, because at the end of the day, there's so many people out here charging, and they basically using recycled information. And even if it is recycled information, a lot of stuff that they're using, they're not even implementing themselves. Like everything I'm telling y'all, I've been doing this music. So I've been in music my whole life, but it's like professionally, musically doing it like years, many years. So I'm not gonna give y'all nothing that I'm not really honestly using myself. So with that being said, this is how to build a loyal fan base, you know, and I got my notes on here. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not like texting nobody, which I think I'm texting, but you know, just starting from, I'm gonna give you like a couple just strong base points to run off of. And with this is how, you know, you look at my following and the people that, you know, anybody that has a following, bro, it takes time. That's the first thing people gotta understand. It's all about consistency, and it takes time, bro. You have to truly be dedicated to the people that rock with you, bro. You got to treat them as such, you know? And I hate saying the word fans. Like, that's such a played out word. Now everybody wants fans, but it's like, I call people, you know, who support, it's your supporters. I'm sorry. You know, you're following, but your supporters, bro. Your people that support you, bro. So looking at it like that, you want to cultivate them. You know, you want to build a community around that. And that's what makes people really stick on to you. Because at the end of the day, people fall in love with you before they fall in love with what you're doing. So as a influencer, you know, as your actor, anything you're doing in the public figure eye, like it comes down to people really loving you first. And that's what really brings out, you know, the true supporters. So saying that, going with the first point, the bullet point I want to hit on is building a brand and becoming trustworthy. So with that, you know, your brand is whatever you are. As you're an artist, you know, we're just going to start at like something, I'm not something simple, but something like everybody knows Lil Wayne. So everybody knows Lil Wayne, how he raps, what he raps about, what he is. When you know, you hear that lighter flick, Wayne about to come on and crash, it's a done deal. So it's like, that's his brand. He's built everything around, you know, his music and his sound and his look. You know, when you do rock, you know, your sound, your image is your brand. And not even necessarily for rock, I'm sorry, just for any genre that you do. But thinking rock, you know, they may have like the you know, leather jackets with the spikes and such and such and such, and whatever your aesthetic is, but that's your brand, that's your visual. And I'll do a different video going really detailed into branding and building a brand as an artist. But that's what it really starts as, is being a consistent something that people see that doesn't change. You stand for this, you look like this. People know when they listen to you, what are they coming to get from that? You know, if you turn on, like I said, you turn on Lil Wayne, you know you're gonna get the jams. You turn on, you know, your favorite rock band, you know what you get when you turn them on. That's their brand, that's their consistent, you know, what they are. And that's how you start to build a fan base, because people know what to look for when they come in to listen to you. They know what they're coming to get, you know? So with that, another part of that is being trustworthy. And when I say that is staying in your brand, like, and even with me, like I do different styles of music, but it's like I really push one style now. So it's like people who go through my catalog, they're like, wow, he's very diverse. Yes, but my main image, when you look me up, and people think I'm a rapper all the time, but I really do rock. But it's like, you go through my catalog, I have a lot of hip hop, I have a lot of successful songs that are other genres, but it's like the main brand that I'm pushing is my rock side. So, you know, you want what's coming out to be consistent and be trustworthy. That's what I mean by trustworthy, is it's all the same, it looks the same. People go listen to what they're looking for, they look you up, they find what they're looking for. That same vibe is what they ride with. You look on your Instagram, they look on your TikTok, they look on, you know, your Twitter, your whatever. That's your brand. So that's how you start to get a solid look, and that's what attracts the fans. That makes people be like, wow, he's legit, let me listen to him. And they find a song, they find two, and they start rocking with you. With that, once you know, you have that really going, you know, you got some consistent work coming out, whether you're doing music or you're doing, you know, whatever you're doing. This doesn't just apply to music. You know, you can, like I said, you can be an actor, you can be doing, it's a lot, you know, just being an influencer, making podcasts, stuff like that. You want to do the groundwork. And this is really where I shine and thrive, because I've been doing this since so long, since I was like 7, 8 years old. I had a big homie teach me the flyer game when I was young. And basically, you know, I tell everybody this: if you truly want something, you're gonna do the work behind it. And it's like, everybody's so quick to want to go get on the internet and run ads, and it's like, that's cool, but it's like, at the end of the day, everybody's doing that. So the most effective way still to this day, and I don't care what nobody says, to get out there and to really grow a solid fan base is to get out there hand to hand and touch the fans, bro. Go get you 10,000 flyers. Go get you a group of homies who really rock with you, bro. Pay them a couple dollars every hour. No, I'm gonna say a couple dollars. Pay them fair. Give them about $20 an hour to go. If you go pass out flyers, right? You putting them on cars, putting them in people's hands, putting them door to door. Now, don't do nothing illegal and get caught doing this, but you know what I'm saying? Get out there and physically be in the streets where your fans are, bro. When people see you and you putting stuff in people's hands, that's building a connection, bro. I have people that I met 10, 12 years ago passing out flyers that still rock with everything I dropped today. Shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out to everybody who's ever rocked with anything we've ever put out, dropped, anything like that. But that's where it comes from, being out. And that's when you go on tours. It doesn't have to necessarily be a tour where you're doing shows. It can be a promotional tour. You can literally go out and just spend, you know, your budget on everything, on getting promotional gear to go pass it all out, whether that's shirts, lanyards, lighters, stickers, flyers, posters. It's all about putting in the groundwork, the grind and groundwork of promotion and marketing. Because then, like I said, then you can go do the ads, run ads, and all that works. Don't get me wrong, but it's like a lot more effective for dollar. And it's like, yes, it's a little bit slower grind, but everybody you meet, especially when you're doing it hand to hand, you're going to the malls, you're prospecting people like, hey, you're giving them a flyer that has a call to action, like a QR code or something to where they can quickly download or listen to the song or watch the video or whatever it is you're promoting. That's how you build those lifelong fans. And you do that compounding over time with your other types of marketing. And you know, it's a million types of ways of marketing. We can do a whole video on that. But you know, running ads, billboards, doing whatever you're doing, that builds a solid fan base, bro. Like, if you think about the artists that you met years ago, possibly, you know, especially if you go out a lot, you know, you've met artists that are giving you flyers and stuff like that. Look them up and see what they still doing today. The ones that were serious, they still out here grinding, bro. I passed out flyers 10 years ago, bro. And I still got them. Like, still keep a few of every flyer that I've ever made. Spent $1,000 on flyers over the years, just passing them out. Literally flyers, stickers, beanies, hoodies, jackets, just to give it all away, just to shake people's hands, just to be like, hey, check out my song. If you like it, rock with me, give me a follow. It works, it works, it works. Like I said, that kind of dabbed into the tour. I went into the tour. That was another point. But definitely, like I said, it doesn't always have to be like a tour where you're playing music. You can have a tour where it's like you're just shaking hands. You're going city to city to city. You book a rental car for 2 weeks and just hit the road and just go shake hands for 2 weeks. That's how you end up with a lot of followers, a lot of streams. You putting stickers up. You putting, like I said, don't do nothing illegal and put up stickers and flyers where you're not supposed to. But go out there and put the grind work in. That's how you really build a fan base. You build a loyal following of people who really rock with you, because you'll see over time, people are going to start messaging you and commenting and all stuff. Bro, I remember me, you and da-da-da-da. It works. It works. It works. It's crazy. My last point I kind of want to put out with this is build a team as well. So when you're building a fan base, the whole thing is getting your brand out there. So with that, have promoters you work with, have people who market, have people who do content for you, who help build your brand and grow it out and push it out, who use their network to grow and help you grow, you know. And of course, everything is an exchange of service. It's like you paying whatever, but it's a business, you know. It's the music industry. It's not the music charity. Build your brand, build it solid. How you listen to your favorite band, you know, when you go listen to them, what you're going to hear, how you love them, you go to their Instagram, that's what it's going to be. That's how it should be for you. You're a business, you're a brand, you're an artist, you're going to be great, you're going to be huge. It's your boy Jordan Dwayne coming at you with the good free game. Come rock with your boy music, check me out, let me know how you like everything. Let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do any videos about anything specific. I'm going to drop it, I'm going to come crazy with it. Even with me being on tour, baby, we checked in, we locked in, we always loaded, baby. Let's get it.